that Maharashtra, one of the worst hit states with COVID-19, and in fact, this is one state where we've seen rural and urban both getting equally impacted. And to take away from Dr. Mehrotra was saying that people understood the value of vaccine after the second wave mostly, when they actually lost a lot of their loved ones. And nothing, no amount of money, no amount of influence, no amount of jugaad could save them. And that's when they realized that if you want to protect yourself, stay indoors, get yourself vaccinated, right? Before that, the communication was somehow still facing roadblocks. This reality is pretty much the same when it comes to rural India, but why is that message not coming across?
Yeah, I'll share you a very interesting study done by our NGO. We run an NGO called as a Seva Sadan NGO, which we actually done in 1,500 people. At the time of this study, only 85% people were not vaccinated. Almost only 15% people were vaccinated in this at the time of this survey. And most important, they refused vaccine because they thought, that is 25% of them thought that death is the important cause for death. And 40% of them thought that the vaccine is not at all useful. It is just a gimmick, or it is just, as you said, those things. And most important is there is also gender bias in this. That females are more suspicious about the vaccine than the male. This is what the survey said. And 23% of them, even in a rural India, 23% of them believed in a WhatsApp messages or the Facebook messages. And what was those messages is that it can cause a menopause, it can cause a problem with the menstrual cycle, it can cause impotency, and most importantly, one of our panelists mentioned that there's a lack of a trust on a health workers, and also is a very important cause, that they don't believe that whatever government workers are telling is a true story. So basically, the most important problem in rural India is overall vaccine literacy. We need to know, we need to understand, or we need to make people literate about the vaccine by various means. The way we made them literate for the COVID, in a similar way, we need to make them literate about the vaccine, which I call as a vaccine literacy.
Right.
And then
so very interesting takeaways, Dr. Patil, from what you're saying right now. You're saying about 25% of the people in the survey that you did were scared that it could lead to death. 40% of them had questions regarding the effectiveness of the vaccine as well. So this is perhaps penetrating from the fact that we've seen deaths happen. It's been an odd case. It's been a 1 in 1,000 case really of people actually losing their life despite the vaccine, and those stories seem to be spreading out, and it's the wrong messaging really that is not giving them enough trust. That's the word I keep hearing from what Dr. Mehrotra is saying, from what you are saying as well, that these are the people who do not feel that the vaccines will work.